here we go again with the chair. So this is long overdue. I am going to do the video that was supposed to be Kaylin, but after talking to all three of the older kids, they all decided they don't want a long video like Bailey had, so I'm going to squeeze Kaylin, Taya, and Dylan in this introduction video I'm going to do now. Real quick, today's been crazy. Kids had their snow day because it was negative 25 with the wind chill. Way too cold. I mean, our kids ride the bus, but still walking from the house to the bus, I mean, that's a lot. And I could drive them, but my garage door is frozen for now. Brad knows how to fix it, but anyways. So I guess on with the introduction. I'll start with Kaylin. I'm just going to continue with my youngest to oldest thing. Kaylin is my 10-year-old. She was born in June of 2004. She was my challenging one before Bailey came. And actually for the first while after Bailey was born. Kaylin has always had medical issues. She was 2 months old and she got RSV. If you don't know what that is, that's just, for adults, it's a cold that sucks. But for a baby that's 2 months old, it could be fatal. She did almost die on me. She was in the hospital for 3 days. Once she left the hospital, she was on, we had to do nightly treatments with her where, you know, she had a mask on her face, breathing machine. She was on steroids, all kinds of stuff to get her big again, you know, healthy, not big. Strengthen her lungs back up again. She recovered very well. So that was my first incident with her. She, by the age of 3, I had noticed her knees. You know, normally when you stand, I mean, they're not always straight, but you know, your feet go out, and sometimes you have, you know, a little space in between. Well, her knees were not connected, but when she stood straight, her knees would do this, and that's called knock knees. She has those. They gave her orthotics, which put pressure on her feet in a certain way to help, you know, bend her knees out a little bit. They haven't worked yet. I don't know what's going to happen there. She also has a 5% curve in her spine, so she's classified, she's got scoliosis. It's a very small curve. It has not changed over the years. That was diagnosed, I don't remember at what age, but it hasn't changed. It's still a 5%. They don't see any significant damage being done by it, so we watch it at her yearly checkups, and that's it. She's a huge animal lover. She can tell you everything. When we first moved out here into the country, I'd heard new noises that I didn't hear in town, you know, birds. And I'm just like, what is that? And she'd be like, oh, that's a blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh. And then she would give me the history of that bird. Very cool, though. I mean, it's fascinating to me. I really like that she's like that. She has some goats. She goes to her grandma and grandpa's every weekend. She has some goats out there that she takes care of. She's shown them at the fair 2 years now in a row. She's going to go do it again next year. Really cool. She's matured a lot this past year. I mean, we've had some issues with Kaylin. I have paint under my nails, I'm sorry. I was painting today, if you don't know. But anyways, her maturity level was real bad for a while. I mean, we bumped heads bad. She would argue, and you know that's typical with most kids, but I mean she would get to the point where it was getting, you could see steam coming from her ears, and it would come from our ears too. I mean, and we were just, oh my gosh, it was bad. But she's grown up so much this past year. I love her, and I'm happy that maturity set in. Her goat showing, though, I mean, that even her maturity and her growing up has shown in her goat showing. I mean, she really stepped it up a lot this year, so I can't wait to see next year. She is in 5th grade. She does very well in school. She's always been smart. She's one of those that doesn't apply herself. She will do her homework when she says she has it, but when testing comes, it's 100% every time. I mean, she can get a B or a C even sometimes in her homework just because she doesn't do it. She shoves it in her backpack and loses it and forgets it. She's not organized at all. But test days, I'm glad that's good. That is really all I can say. She loves soccer. She's in soccer right now, indoor soccer. She wants to try softball. We'll see. She's also got asthma. I'm sorry, asthma. So that does a lot in her weight. We are hitting her weight loss hard this year. I'm excited. She's excited, and she knows that it's going to be a lot of work, so we're going to do it. That's it. That's it for Kaylin. Moving on to Taya. Taya is, I don't want to say the ideal child. She's so good. She always has been since she was little. She's never given me any grief. She's sensitive, so when you even give her a look, like if you're angry about something that she's done, you just have to look at her. She's like, what? She knows she's in trouble, even now, and she's 12. She'll be 13 in August. She is my first daughter, my first child. I was 18 when I had her, very young, I know. But she couldn't have come at a more perfect time. I mean, my life was, it wasn't bad. I was just not a mature, grown-up 18-year-old like most 18-year-olds aren't. She flipped my life around completely, so I'm glad she came when she needed to. She came at the right time. But anyway, she's pretty easy. She gets straight A's in school. She's determined to have what she wants, and I love that about her. She's 12, but there's been times I've caught her talking about college, and I'm like, wait, slow down, you're only 12. Live life for a little bit right now. It's impressive that she does this, but she's growing up way too fast. She's got to slow down and enjoy her childhood. She's talking, I'm going to do this, and that's why she's working so hard to keep straight A's and good attendance in school, and she wants a good life, and she's working for it. She's doing phenomenal. This year she was on the Distinguished Scholar roll. She wasn't at 4.0 GPA right now, but she's the next level down, so I can't remember what that is. She's doing great. She's on student council. That's awesome. I'm glad that she's involved in that. She also likes soccer a lot. She started in the Ashland Soccer Association when she was, I want to say in 2nd grade, maybe 3rd, and has continued every season since then. And now, just this year, in 2014, she joined a traveling soccer team. She is Fusion. Woo! So that's been an experience for me as well. There's a lot to it, a lot more than I thought. I'm still trying to learn it. Her coach will send me texts and say this, that, and the other, and I'm like, wait, what? What's this? So, in the normal soccer, you're just kind of playing little Ashland teams, whatever your age group, but in traveling, you're playing against different cities, nothing huge yet. I mean, we've only traveled maybe 30 minutes away at the most. So right now her team's just kind of practicing, getting ready for the next season to start. Um, she loves soccer and she wants to do it all the way through school. And I don't push my kids to do any sport at all. It's whatever they want to. And, I've tried to get her to try other things, but she just doesn't want to. So, soccer it is. So, I'm a soccer mom. That's it for Taya. Really. She's bubbly. She's like me, but she won't get in front of this camera. She's a nerd. She's just like me. I mean, she's a lot of you, if you know me, she's my mini me. She looks just like me. It's crazy. She's growing. She's going to be taller than me. I don't like it. I stopped growing at 13 though, so I told her, I said, this is it. You got one more growth spurt and then you're done. She's like, I'm going to be taller than my mom. And I'm like, whatever. On to Dylan. Dylan is 15. He just turned 15 in December. He is in 9th grade right now. He just moved in with us in June. Very exciting time for us. We are very happy that he's here. He wasn't too sure of it at first because he came from a very big city to a very small country school. But I am super impressed with the classes that he chose. He dove right into the country life. He joined, oh crap, what's the name of it? Can't think of it. An agriculture class of some sort. I don't know, farming. Oh, FFA, duh. He joined FFA, so I mean, he's digging deep into dirt and corn and everything. It's amazing. I was shocked. I mean, because I went with him when he went to pick his classes at the high school, and the counselor had offered him some things, and that was one of them, and I was like, wow. And instead of a study hall, he wanted to do that instead of a study hall, so I was impressed. He does really well in school. His grades have, compared to where he was living prior, his other school, he had even grades. He did good, but they've improved here. I'm very impressed. He was also on the honor roll. He was on, Teo was at the one before 4.0. He was at the one right before her. So I mean, he's very proud of him. He's also very dedicated. He knows good grades are going to get him far, and he's working for it. There's been a few slip-ups with homework. He's 15, and he's like, I swear I turned it in, and then later he'll find it. And I'm like, get it in, even if you're not going to get full credit, get it in there. And he does, so that's really good. Let's see, I don't want to say he's a nerd. I'm happy he is the way he is, because, he's 15. You know what 15-year-old boys are more interested in the girls, and he likes them for sure, but he likes his video games. I don't want to say more, but he likes his video games, so I'm okay with that. That's really what Dylan does. He also wants to join sports. He wanted to wait until this year. He wants to join baseball. He wanted to wait a while and get used to the new school and, the routine of things here. And so we're going to try that. Excited to see where that goes. I think that in the fair he'll have some FFA stuff this year. And he's a really good kid. We struggled for a while when I first met Brad. Dylan was 7. And I kind of came in and changed his whole world because Brad was letting Dylan do things that you just shouldn't let a 7-year-old do. I'm not a perfect parent, but I don't think that a 7-year-old should listen to Eminem. No. That's just setting him up for no. So Dylan didn't like that at first, but I think now he's coming around. His maturity level has changed drastically. It took us forever to get Dylan to pick up when we were joking. He would take things literally. Like if we said, oh, we're going to kick your butt, and we're just kidding with him, he would just be like, why? What did I do? And we're like, no, Dylan, we're just kidding. We don't mean it. And he's just like, oh, okay. And then he walks away. He's so chill. But he's coming around. He's starting to warm up to it a little bit, so I like that. that's really it about Dylan. So there's the 3 older kids in a nutshell. I can't, they asked me not to do a long one, so okay. From now on, the videos are going to be more active. I know they've been boring, me sitting, me doing whatever. I've been busy and sick, and then just, it's cold. It's cold outside. I hate Ohio. I don't like being here. But I mean, right now at this time of year, I guess it's not any better. I have some family down in Florida, and they told me today that it was 28 degrees, and that's cold for them. So Florida doesn't even sound appealing right now. It's cold over here on the East Coast. Yeah, I want to move, but I don't know where I would go because it seems like everybody right now is getting hit. And like I said, we were negative 25 today, and you know, your regular temperature was like -2, but with the wind chill. But the wind's been, I mean, whipping all day. It's cold. I don't like it. I'm ready for at least above 30. I don't want to say summer yet because I enjoy winter. I'm a winter baby. My birthday's in December, so I enjoy the color, the snow, like the untouched. If you've seen snow, and I don't know how many people are going to be watching me from out of state, so I'm going to say this now. If you've seen snow and you've driven down an untouched road, one that hasn't been salted, one that hasn't been driven on, and you're the first person on it, and the moon's shining perfectly on it, it looks like you're driving on diamonds. It's beautiful. Scary, but beautiful. I like that stuff when it comes to snow, or the way it hangs on the branches on, you know, trees. But when it's like this, no. Sorry, I keep looking at the TV. There's school closings going across for tomorrow, so I'm kind of hoping we at least delay. I know it's supposed to be like -14 wind chill tomorrow, so warmer than today, but you can't tell. I'm very rambly. But after today, though, the videos will get better. So, yay! I'll be having you guys with me often. I got the editing software, and I'm ready! So with that note, it is 11 o'clock. I need to go to bed just in case school isn't canceled or delayed. And you guys will get this tomorrow. I'm not going to upload tonight because it takes way too long. So I will see you guys at the next fun video. I kind of have a plan, so I will see you guys then. Have a wonderful day. You'll see this during the day, so have a good day, guys. Bye.